What is going on, Virgo? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct once again. This is going to be your general reading for the month of August. Let's try to make this your real reading for the month of August. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the short little bonus that I did for you. That more so was like a test. I was just kind of hopping on camera for the first time. And I just chose to practice on you guys, Virgo. So that wasn't like the true reading. Um, it's a bug in here, Virgo. I think I got it. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so as I was saying, this is going to be our general reading, Virgo. We did a little test run for you guys earlier this morning, so I wanted to come back and do like a full reading for you and just actually get a full spread and see how that goes with you guys. So hopefully you're enjoying yourself out there. It is general, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches the video, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel as usual. If it doesn't resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign on one of the previous readings that I did for Virgo. All right, I'm feeling some pretty good energy for you guys, Virgo. So let's hop in and see what's going on. We're 2 minutes in already, so I'm just going to start shuffling. We already have the Chariot that kind of came out for you guys. I like that energy, so you guys are definitely on the move. And the spread and layout of this is going to be a little different because I'm on camera now, so I'm really trying to get it together when it comes down to how I'm going to be laying things out for you guys. All right, so we have the Chariot that came out. We have the Tower that came out. The Eight of Wands is here. The Knight of Swords. What else? The Knight of Wands is here. And the World card. It's crazy because some of the same cards that popped up in your practice reading is coming out again in your main storyline. So I definitely like that energy. Let's say we get some clarifiers for you guys really quickly. So I know we're 3 minutes in and I'm still shuffling, but you know, this is one of the reasons why I shuffle off of camera most of the time, but hopefully you guys are okay with it. Okay, so some cards for Virgo. All right, so once I get these spread all the way out, then we'll start the reading. We're almost there, Virgo. I am on a tarot reading binge right now. I have not stopped reading tarot since about what time did I start? 12 midnight. And I think it's like 11 p.m. now, or 11 a.m. going into 12 p.m. So that's like a 12-hour binge. What? I like it though. I like it. I decided to kind of come on camera for you guys that didn't catch the bonus read for Virgo. So I'm kind of sticking with it for a little second because it's something that's different and I needed a switch up on the channel. I needed something that felt a little different. Because I'm a Pisces and we never can stay the same. We're always changing the dynamic personality. All right, Virgo, so let's hop into your reading, all right? Starting off, we have the Chariot card with the Death card. So I definitely feel like there is movement that's coming into your world, but this is almost movement that comes on the tail end of something that has died is what I really feel with the Death card. Something that no longer is in operation, especially not the way that it once was, you know. And the Death card also has to do with metamorphosis and transformation. But in this certain scenario, I definitely feel that it's almost like the caterpillar has died, right? You walked into this element of your life, you walked into this journey, this certain cycle that we're speaking of now, maybe as the caterpillar. And so the caterpillar did things a certain type of way. It operated in a certain type of way, right? But now that you guys have transformed into the butterfly, it's like the same thought process of the caterpillar, the same actions that the caterpillar had, those are the same things that need to be done away with. So you can kind of um look into the butterfly's life for a second and kind of learn from it, right? Because I'm sure when it becomes the butterfly, it still has some tendencies, right? And that's what I think we're looking at here. It still has some tendencies that come from the caterpillar, but the same mindset, the same way of operating, the same way of being just does not match the butterfly, when it comes down to what the caterpillar used to do. And I feel like some of you Virgos are really stepping into this space. It's like there is a little bit of cognitive dissonance that's happening, because you have taken on the form of the butterfly, but there's still some things that are kind of like laying around where it's still patterns that come from the caterpillar, right? So imagine, a butterfly that was afraid of heights because it had never been off the ground before and it's always been a caterpillar. Or, a butterfly that is, I don't know, afraid to fly at fast speeds. It can't move that quick because it's used to moving at a very slow pace that the caterpillar represents. So when it comes down to this death card, I'll kind of show it to you guys for a second. This death card here is representing the closeout of the way of the caterpillar, the older cycle of your life when you were a different form, when you took on a different form, right? It's like you're no longer operating inside of that type of you know, being, for lack of better words. It's like you've taken on a different form, and now with this chariot energy, it's like you're getting that part of yourself into balance, because this chariot has two, horses or sphinxes that are pulling it, and it represents the level of balance that you have in order to move forward at an optimal level, right? So you can't have, like a double mind, right? You can't want to fly at the heights of the butterfly, but still have the same fears as the caterpillar, right? And so for some of you guys, this is kind of like where this path is leading you to, right? To really do away with some of the subconscious programming that comes from an older version of yourself that could have still been running in the background, operating on you without you really being conscious of it, right? This is talking about some sort of subconscious program that is metamorphosizing within you, is dying off, right? And you have this new set of consciousness or programs that you're tapping into in order to really take on the form of this butterfly. Okay, so below that we have the moon card, and it's clarified by the 9 of Wands. All right, so when it comes down to where you guys are headed, right? That moon energy, I feel like you guys are definitely moving into the unknown. You've taken on this form of the butterfly, but you may not have a lot of experience when it comes down to flying at these heights, at these speeds, traveling across, these long spaces of land, right? The caterpillar was just used to moving very slowly, traveling very slowly, relocating very, very slowly. But now that I feel like you guys are in this chariot energy, you've taken on this more butterfly approach, and everything is moving a little bit quicker. Everything is taking on a different form. It looks a little bit different. You have a different vantage point. You have a different point of view. Your perception is changing, right? Because you have become this new creature. So yeah, it feels a little scary here with that moon card, right? It's like, let me move cautiously a little bit. Let me drive with the brakes on a little bit, because this speed that you're moving at is like, wait a minute, like I don't know what's so it's like you do have a certain level of experience with the 9 of Wands, right? Because you mastered the caterpillar level, right? You were able to get to a space where you hung up this whole, whatever they call it at the caterpillar, this cocoon, right? You were able to make it to the evolution of the butterfly as a caterpillar. But now that you're a butterfly, you may not have a lot of experience with this new phase of life that you find yourself in, where things are opening up to you that you haven't tasted yet, right? The world is opening up to you in a different way. You're looking at it totally different. So you're needing kind of to draw off of some of those same principles that you had as the older version of you, but maybe apply them differently. The application is the thing that I feel is changing for you. Okay, if that makes any sense. Moving over here, Virgo, we have the Eight of Wands energy, and it's clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Wands is talking about this fast communication, this momentum of energy. It's like this information that really is being streamed into your consciousness. A lot of times I look at this energy as downloads that are coming in, and these downloads I feel are definitely DNA upgrades for some of you guys. I just got the words that is connected to your DNA is built in to this new form that you have taken on. But the only thing is that these downloads don't come alive within you until you actually take certain action. So I don't know, for some reason this symbolism of the butterfly is really bringing out the messages for your reading, Virgo. So I'm kind of getting another example of like a butterfly, and when it's, first launching out and trying to figure out how its wings work. It's like some things are not going to be revealed to that butterfly until he takes certain leaps and jumps off of the branch and starts to flap his wings. It's like you can't get the knowledge of these downloads until you step into some form of action, is what I'm feeling, Virgo. So this Eight of Wands energy is connected to the Eight of Pentacles, because Eight of Pentacles is talking about building something, working at something, um, pushing something into motion. It has less to do with the formation of it in your mind, right? And the envisioning of it, and seeing it and dreaming of it. The Eight of Pentacles has more so of laying down the roots and putting it into action, and looking at the blueprint, and then laying down the wood, and then the brick, and then the mortar. It's something that you're building. So I feel like for some of you Virgos, it's like as you're taking these steps towards true action, as you're actually building something, this is when you're getting the knowledge of how to build it. And it's not coming in before then for some reason. This is what I'm looking at in your reading. It's like these activations won't just happen to you laying around, chilling out, watching Netflix, right? These new activations that want to come into you are happening as you're hammering away at something, as you're trying to build something, as you're focusing on, building this web. Then you're getting this new web design that's coming through, right? But if you were not out building the web, there will be no new design coming into you. So for some of you guys, it's like you're receiving these downloads, but it's happening while you're actually being active at building something in your world. Okay. Moving below that, we have the Ten of Swords energy. Hopefully you guys can see that. So Ten of Swords is definitely representing a close out of a cycle, right? This is the energy of something that has completed, but it is a cycle that has been very painful. There has been a lot of agony here. There has been a lot of like turmoil. It's like you guys went through the grinder with this Ten of Swords energy, but because you've been able to go through that grinder, it's like it brought you to that Nine of Pentacle energy, right? We're talking about your independence, your inner strength, right? Your ability to be sovereign, your ability to think for yourself, to move for yourself, to take action, right? To have your own mind. This is your individualism when we're talking about that Nine of Pentacle energy. So there has been some very tough lessons in the past when you were a butterfly, right? When you were not able to just jump from tree to tree and move from space to space within a twinkle of the eye, right? You had to crawl for everything that you got. You had to like crawl to the height of this tree that could take you hours on top of hours just to get something to eat, and you needed that for your character building. This is what I'm picking up, in order to get to this space of knowing how to survive on your own, because these lessons that you learned as a caterpillar with that 10 of swords energy are the same lessons that are allowing you to survive through being a butterfly, right? Even though things happen a lot quicker as a butterfly, you can get food a lot faster, you still needed to know those grounded lessons, right? That really built your foundation with that 10 of swords energy in order for you to be this abundant as the 9 of pentacles represents. So these harsh lessons are really going to be bringing in the prosperity for you, is what I pick up, Virgo, with that 9 of pentacles. These golden eggs that you are birthing in this new cycle come from the pain, the turmoil that you have experienced in the past cycle. And that's usually how it works, to be honest with you. So I like the dynamic of that. This is really transmutation, right? And alchemy. When you take, you take lemons in something that's very sour and you make lemonade out of it. That is the transformation that you have been going through. All right. So moving over here, we have the tower card. Okay. So the tower could be representing something that is throwing you off guard a little bit. But because it's matched up with the 10 of pentacles, I feel like this tower that's coming through for you guys could definitely be a blessing in disguise. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like we had a reading for Virgo, maybe your last reading, I don't know for sure, that was talking about a blessing in disguise. Or was that Libra? That could have been Libra. But I feel like there's something happening in the month of August for you guys that is really going to be something like a blessing in disguise here. Yeah, it's like something is coming to shake you up. Something is coming to move you along towards some sort of expansion that I feel like has been being held up for you in some sort of way. And whatever has been doing the hold up, right? Whatever has been slowing things down for you, whatever has been being a distraction for you, this is the thing that's getting knocked down, I feel, in the month of August. So it may feel very grim. It may feel, like a scary moment with this tower coming in, but look what it's leading you to. 10 of pentacles, right? Is leading you to some sort of financial expansion, and also just in your world. This is security, right? That takes place in the material world. So I do feel that if there is something that's falling apart in your world in the month of August, um, Virgo, you may not have to actually fight that hard to keep it standing, because I feel that it's inevitable that it is going to fall. But this is a blessing in disguise. All right. After this thing is being removed out of your life, you're walking into something, some sort of new beginning that I feel is going to be bringing you a lot of abundance here, a lot of prosperity. Because not only do you have the 9 of pentacles, but you jump right into the 10 of pentacle energy right here. All right. So great energy. Yeah, I'm liking how you guys are making these quantum leaps in the month of August. And these lessons are really coming through for you, that were taught to you in this past cycle. You're really going to need to use it moving forward here. All right, so let's move into your futuristic energy and we'll get a better read on what's happening for you, Virgo. Um, Moving into your futuristic, we have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords energy. This is how those look. All right, so Knight of Swords energy, this a lot of times is talking about the speed at which you guys are wanting to move towards something, And I feel with this Knight of Swords, you're wanting to conclude something in your world that has been causing a lot of conflict here. This could be internal conflict that you're dealing with. This could be conflict that you're having to deal with that has to do with someone else here. But it's like you're being very quick to drop something that seems to be like a lose-lose situation in the month of August. With that Five of Swords energy, it's like you're walking away from this and you're wanting to walk away from it pretty quickly. Okay? With that Knight of Swords energy, it's like quick moving energy. And I feel like it's because you guys are headed to something new here. Like this thing no longer looks appealing, whatever this could be with the Five of Swords. And it was like at one moment in time, you were striving for this, you were fighting for this, you were stepping on the battlefield, you were trying to get more skillful at wielding your sword. It's like you were putting a lot of energy into this, but it never has grown for you. It never has been something that has expanded with this Five of Sword energy. It continues to be a lose-lose situation. So this Knight of Swords to me is waking up to that and choosing to really step away from that battle, and he's trying to go towards some other type of cause or battle or kingdom here. Like this is that type of energy. He no longer wants to fight in this war that he has signed up for. And some of you guys are doing that. It's like you're leaving this because the cause just doesn't seem like it's going to lead to anything. It's like a fruitless war, and you're really quickly moving on to something else. And this is probably why we had that tower energy that I was talking about in your last reading. So keeping it moving, we have the Knight of Wands that jumped out right after that. And in your bonus reading, I think we had two knights again, Taurus. I know the Knight of Wands was there, but I think we had the Knight of Cups too. Either way it goes, there's a lot of movement in your life right now. Some things are ending, new things are coming in, opportunities are presenting itself to you. You're moving forward very quickly and also very passionately with the Knight of Wands. And for some reason, this passionate movement is bringing balance into your world with the Temperance card. It's like, if you're going to do it, you might as well go all the way, right? Go hard or go home is what I'm really picking up with this Knight of Wands energy. And we talked about this in the bonus reading with the Knight of Wands about how there's a certain aspect of your world or life where you're just smashing things. Like you're coming in hard, hot, heavy. It's like, give it to me. I want this. I want to make this happen. I want to change this around. I want to clean this up. I want to X that out of my life. It's like passionate movements, right? Off of impulse, off of your will, off of your solar plexus. And sometimes, that doesn't work. But in August, for some reason, it's working, Virgo. And it could definitely be because we're in Leo season right now, and very soon after that, we're going to be stepping into Virgo season, if I'm not mistaken, right? Your solar returns are coming up, so it's like it's heating up the closer and closer that we get to Virgo season is what I'm definitely picking up. All right, so I like that you guys are moving in that energy, especially after coming out of this deep metamorphosis. This butterfly is really learning how to turn up the speed is what I'm picking up. Now, under that, we have this Empress energy. So you guys are definitely maintaining control of your kingdom here with that Empress energy. You're also attracting in this fresh new vibe and this fresh energy. It's like you're bringing in the feng shui, with this Empress energy, because she's all about fertility. She's all about growth and expanding the kingdom. She figures out ways to bring beauty into the kingdom so that it continues to flourish and grow, right? And so some of you guys could be connecting with other people because you're in this space. With the Three of Cups, you could be moving into a social aspect in your world where you're opening up a lot more socially. You're wanting to involve other people. You're wanting to collaborate. You're wanting to bring some sort of conglomerate together with the Three of Cups energy. But there's a lot of like-mindedness that I feel like you're running into with people that are just like you in the month of August. You're also connecting with some of your soul family in the month of August because you're taking actions in order to expand what it is that you are working on for yourself with that Empress energy, right? Very beautiful energy with that Empress energy that you guys are in. So yeah, it's like you're spreading your wings. You're flying at these higher heights, higher altitudes, and the ideas are coming into you as you're taking flight, right? In order to continue to bring this growth and this fertile energy into your world. All right, now in the month of August, the people that you do connect with, especially if these are like new people that you're meeting, Virgo, I feel like there's something special about these people that you're finding common interest with the Three of Cups. It's like you guys have met at this time of your life for a certain reason. You have met in this certain space for a certain reason. And these people that I feel like you're running into, Virgo, are going to be your allies moving forward with something that you're starting to grow for yourself. Yeah, I feel like they're important. So whoever is meeting, your soul family in the month of August, definitely cherish that and hold on to it. A lot of people dream on meeting members from their soul family, and a lot of times it doesn't happen, or it takes a long time for it to happen. Some people meet them right away, but I think we all, have opportunities to come in contact with our soul family at different parts of our life, depending on where we are. Um, and something is happening along that line with you, Virgo, in the month of August. Okay, so the world energy, yes. This is where I feel this chariot is being driven into a space where you're becoming comfortable with this brand new cycle. You're shedding off all of those old layers of who you used to be, how you used to operate, how people used to view you, how you thought people used to view you, and you're breaking out of some of those things that were limiting, and they only are becoming limiting to you now that you're a butterfly. Like before, when you were a caterpillar, it was okay for some of those thoughts and programs to run in the background of your mind, but now that you're a butterfly, you're like, wait a minute, like I'm a butterfly. I don't need those rules anymore. Those don't apply to me. It's like they're non-applicable, or applicable. I think that, yeah, applicable. So this Five of Wands to me represents the struggle, the fight for you to get here to this new world energy, and how it has been a struggle and a fight with the Five of Wands. This has been a highly competitive space for you to get to, Virgo. It's like you have been going through the hoops and the gauntlet. You have been going through initiation by the universe, and there's been other souls going through this initiation too. So you've really been having to prove yourself for this new space that I feel like you're going to, Virgo, but it really ends up paying off here. And to be honest with you, this soul family that I feel like some of you guys are connecting with in the month of August are some of these same people that has went through this initiation by the universe. And it's like you're being teamed up, but with some people that can really relate to where you have just come from and the deep metamorphosis that you have just experienced in this past cycle, and now how you're able to look at all of these new elements that have come in for you as you taking on this butterfly energy. It's like now you're no longer a caterpillar. You went through the whole initiation that took place inside of the cocoon, and now that you're a butterfly, you're like, hey, look what I could do. I could fly now. Like I can deep dive all the way down and then fly all the way up and go high. And you have some people here that you're sharing some of these experiences with, and it's like they're in a space where they have taken on this new form too, and they're like, I know, I know. And did you know you could do this too? It's like three new caterpillars that have just turned into butterflies, even though these are birds. Um, but it's like they're chatting with each other about how they have been transforming and growing, and this is helping them even more to decode this new uh, point of perception that they find themselves in now. Okay, so Virgo, I like this reading for you guys. Hopefully, it's resonating. Because I will say it is a little bit different for me to channel being on camera, so that's why you guys see me kind of like doing so many readings right now, because I want to get into a comfortable space of channeling the messages, but also being on camera. And so it's different. So bear with me if the messages are off a little bit, or if they feel like they don't resonate as much, because I'm opening up the channel in a different space, kind of like the caterpillar changing into the butterfly. Okay, so bear with me, Virgo. Let's pull a ooh. For your fairy card, you guys have the High Priestess. Yes. You know something that you didn't know before. Yep, it's been written. It's been written on the tablets of your heart and your soul. With that high priestess energy, you have this built-in manual, this built-in guide that has been upgraded in your DNA, Virgo. Definitely. Um, I feel a lot of you guys have been activated for sure in this last Lionsgate portal that we experienced on August 8th. Or was it? I forgot what date it was, but it was a couple of days ago. And you guys, it's like you have tapped into some information and brought it back from your Akashic records here. This is what I'm picking up, Virgo. Some of you guys have done this in your sleep. Some of you guys have done this in meditation. Um, but you have awakened to something different here with that high priestess energy, and you're ready to really see exactly what all of this means, all of this new information, all these new downloads. You're ready to kind of like play with this new consciousness that is coming for you. And so August is going to be an interesting month for you. I feel September is too, because you guys are stepping into this new space of knowing, not just believing, not just wishing and wanting, but knowing that you have something, and knowing your path and knowing yourself and knowing what you can have in this world, right? This is that high priestess energy, intuitively understanding who you are and your relationship with your reality. So I'm going to wrap it up right there for you, Virgo. We're 31 minutes in, and we did this all on camera. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back with another reading soon, because I'm liking the new energy that's coming out, because I'm doing readings on camera now. So it's a different dynamic that I needed for the channel. So thank you guys for your support. I appreciate you guys, Virgo. Sorry for the late reading again. Stay safe out there, and later.